Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tool Reviews. You guys, I made my very first order through Detail King, a company I've really never heard of, but I needed what's inside this box pretty bad, and they had the best price on it, and I'm gonna show you guys what it is after this. So, let's do it. All right, you guys, so this is the Mytee HP120 Grand Prix. This is a big extractor. It's not the biggest one that Mytee sells, but I needed an extractor. So I just went through my third one. It burnt up, and I'm tired of spending $100, $150, $200 for an extractor. It lasts a year or two, and when something happens to it, you can't fix it. Now you gotta go buy another one. So I bought this. I did spend my own money on this. Thank goodness, detailing money. Because this thing was not cheap. I think it was on sale for like $1,550 or something like that. But if something happens to this thing in a few years, I can replace the heater, I can replace the pump, I can replace whatever needs to be replaced. I don't have to pitch it and just go buy something else. I saw a video on YouTube that Carlos Serrano had made showing his extractor. Most of my professional detailing customers, they use these Mytee. A lot of them use this exact machine. One of my really good customers, he uses the model just above this machine, and he highly recommended it. So I was like, you know what? It is a hard pill to swallow. Harley, what are you doing? It's a hard pill to swallow, the price, but it's something that's needed. It's going to make the job faster. I looked at the 8070, which is like the most common one, but I read some good reviews, some bad reviews. I talked to some people that said, nah, don't go with that one. Go with this one right here, or the HP60, which is the model below this one. But I just went ahead, I got this. Detail King had the absolute best price on all the Mytee extractors. If you're looking for a Mytee extractor, go check out Detail King. This is not a sponsored video. They did not pay me or send this to me for free, and I'm making a video. I bought this my own money. So when I ordered the extractor, I also went ahead and ordered the Mytee System Maintainer, a gallon. They sell it in quarts. You dilute it 1 to 1. So the gallon's gonna last me longer, but you periodically need to clean the machine and get it just back to basically like a new condition. Maintaining a machine, a car, whatever you own, maintenance is key on everything to make stuff last longer, and keep them running tip top. So that's something else that I ordered from Detail King, and these shipped separate. One thing I was really surprised with Detail King is how fast their shipping was. So I ordered it Tuesday night, about 10 o'clock at night. Now, I did talk to them the day before, and they said if you order before 1 p.m., your order ships the same day. Well, it did not ship Wednesday. I don't even know if it shipped Thursday, just to be clear. But I did get an email Friday saying it'd be delivered Saturday, and it was delivered Saturday morning. Don't really care for how Mytee packages their stuff, but Detail King did a great job on their packaging. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. I've already taken the top off just so I can take a look inside of here right when I got it, because I saw the package had some tape and stuff on it. It looks like everything's okay, but I need to get it out and at least get it running and testing to make sure that everything is okay, because I only have a certain amount of time to actually return. So here's the hoses and extractor handle. Go ahead and cut this one. Bada bing, bada bam. Freaking my dog out. So here is that machine. So I am 6'2". It comes up to my waist. So it kind of gives you guys an idea. Okay, so let's go over all of this really quick. So basically on the front, your control panel, you have the vacuum, so it'll suck the water out. You have your pump for the sprayer, and then you have your heater. And I like these toggle switches. Those are very nice switches. Right here is where your water and whatever cleaner you want to use, or if you just want to use straight water, goes in here. And this has a heater built in, obviously, because it shows you a heater switch. That's going to give you hot water for extracting. Then we're going to have the nozzle here. Guess I should have opened this. But what I'm noticing that I really like is everything's steel braided hoses. Cut towards your buddy, don't get bloody. I just cut right towards myself. It's a good way to remember, don't cut towards yourself. Cut towards your buddy, don't get bloody. Okay, so here is the extractor handle. As you can see, steel braided line, and it's actually got a coating on the outside of it. Sprayer, here's your nozzle. And yeah, seems nice. Quick disconnect, which is great. So this cord lights up. So if it lights up, you know you have enough power to run this machine. I thought that was a really cool thing. And it's got a long cord. I should look up how long it is, but I'd say probably about a 15 or 20 foot cord. The hose is a 15-foot cord. This is the HP accessory kit. This basically wraps around your hose right here. And the reason you want that is because your hose is going to get hot. It's heated. So this is going to keep the heat from hurting your hands from using it for a while. This is for draining. I'll show you guys that here in a second. And then these are clamps, safety covers for quick disconnect fittings. Just covers, I guess. This right here is going to go on here. So when you drain, you just put your bucket down, because if you don't have this here and you open this drain, and this drain is just like on an RV, it's just going to fly out. So you put this on, I'm just going to leave it on there like that. Now you can put a bucket underneath here and all the dirty water is going to go in the bucket. Pretty stoked, you guys, about this. I got it because I had an interior job coming, and the interior job was really bad. So I was like, I got to have a machine, and machine's broke. So I ordered this, and guess what? The interior job canceled. But either way, I got to have it anyway. So here's the hose. It's one thing I didn't show you. It's a 15-foot hose. Steel braided once again with a nice protective layer on the outside. And here is the quick disconnect for your gun to attach to. This is the end that's going to go into the machine. This is where all your hot water is going to come from. It rolls nice and easy, which is great. One thing that's weird is I don't see like an owner's manual. So this is 10 gallons. So I like that it has a clear top so you can actually see down inside when you're getting full. There's what it looks like inside the machine. Nice O-ring right here. You just put this back on, turn it sideways, flip it, and then it goes down with it. Here's those switches I was telling you about. Those are very nice switches. The hose is going to connect here. Once again, here's your carry handle if you have to pick it up. So I don't have any carpet to clean right now, but what I'm going to do is I wanted to go ahead and get this thing unboxed and test it so make sure it works. And then I'll get something we can clean and test and see what this thing does. All right, so let's go ahead and just go over hooking it up. First time you ever using one of these. So quick disconnect, kind of like an air fitting. Push in, done. And then this screws on, which that's actually very nice. You don't have to worry about that coming apart now on you. Okay, let's get this thing unwound. This is a nice long hose. You'll be able to get in the car, around the car. Like the other machines that I've had in the past have like a 4-foot hose or 5-foot hose. Such a pain in the butt. So this basically for the extractor end, it's a press-in type fit on rubber. And then just take your quick disconnect and plug it in. Push that down. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put our heat guard. So something kind of like that right there. A couple different things here that I want to mention. It does have locking, swiveling casters on the front, which is nice. And it's plenty big enough for your foot to get, which is great. Now, one thing that kills me, as expensive as this is, and it's mainly plastic, is they couldn't even make this line up. So the 8070, another reason I didn't want it is it doesn't even have a cover for your solution tank. So anything can just fall down in there. This at least has a cover, but it doesn't really, you can still see inside the tank there. So that's pretty crappy workmanship right there. The other thing is like this little gap right here. I don't really care for, and I know it's just plastic, it's just the way it's molded. I don't care for that. The other thing I don't care for, because see, this side's much better. The other thing I don't care for is I don't see a way to drain your clean tank. So that right there is how it pulls the water out. I don't see a way to actually drain that tank. I love the looks of it. It looks great. You can clean it, all that stuff. I wish I'd have bought the hose hanger now, because I didn't realize that that's where it hung right there on the side. No big deal. I can get that in the future. I'll be making more orders from Detail King. I was really impressed with them. All right, so it's been a few days, you guys. I've just had a lot going on in life. I want to start this for the very first time. We're going to use distilled water. The reason why is where I live, we have a lot of minerals and rust in our water. I live out in the middle of the country on well water. It is not good. And I don't want to fill this thing full of that. This thing's so expensive. So anytime I do any extracting, I'm going to be buying distilled water, because it's really not that expensive at like Dollar General to buy. And you can find Dollar Generals if you look hard enough pretty much on every single corner anymore. Anyways, we're going to put 2 gallons in to start. And I really haven't found anything yet to actually clean it, to test it with. So the mat that you guys are on, it stays in the garage. It's going to be filthy. So at least we'll see how well it extracts, you know, and all that good stuff. But we're just going to put 2 in. We'll start it up. We'll do the bleeding process. Ooh. And then after that, once we know all the air is out, we'll turn the heater on. I'll turn the camera off. I'll wait 10 minutes. And then when the 10 minutes is up, we'll come back out. 10 or 15 minutes, come back out and see how hot the water is. And then we'll do a little bit of extracting and just make sure it's all good, because I do have a return window, so I don't want to wait too long to do this. Let's plug this in. This should light up if we have good an amount of current for it. It's lit up blue. Sure you guys can see that. Okay. Now, for the very first time, let's go ahead and turn on the pump. Okay, pump is on. And then I'm basically going to spray it in here. Maybe the pump has to turn off. I mean, it's obviously running, right? Okay, it's making a funny noise. Okay. There we go. I hear the air. All right, we're spraying good. Hopefully you guys can see that. Man, that thing puts out some water. Okay, the pump turned off. Do it again. Still getting a little bit of air spitting out of it. Because basically you can kind of like hydro lock it. I like that the pump does turn off though. Just took a minute for prime. Yeah, I think we're good. Man, that thing puts out a lot of water. Man, you can soak a interior pretty easy with that. Okay, then after that, we know we're primed. We're gonna turn the heater on right there. We're gonna wait 10 or 15 minutes. All right, so now it's been about 10 minutes. The water should be hot. Now we're gonna turn the vacuum on. Hang on a second. Before we get to that, the carpet that we're gonna do, April, go ahead and show them. This is just a mat for the garage. I don't care about this. I'm not looking for how well it's gonna clean. What I'm looking for is that the vacuum is going to be sucking up dirty water. That means it's working properly. I don't have a car to do this to yet, so that's why we're doing on this. But it's definitely hot. I can feel it's hot right around here. That's why this cover's on here. So let's go ahead and do this. Are you ready? It's working just fine. Now let's try it right here where all this dirt is. You see all the steam? That means it is hot water. I'm not spraying this time. I just want to see how much it's going to suck up. It puts out quite a bit of water, so I would think that would really saturate a car. So they tell you, once you let off, to go over it twice to help get any residual water up. Oh, see, now it's picking up all this dirt. The hot water is what allows you to get up your really nasty stains. Yeah, you can see that. Can you see all that dirt in there? All the dirt inside there. Let's just go over it again and see it's pulling up more water. One more time. Let's go right here. This is going to be an awesome tool to have for cars. That right there is going to be so much better than the cheapies I've always had in the past. The Bissell Spot Clean. And then I had a Hart also. I had one before that. I don't remember what it was. I think it was also Bissell. This is a much better machine. The suction power, you can feel it. The amount of water it's putting out. Now, I would think you could oversaturate a car, which you don't want to do. But I think it's going to work great. Okay, so now that I'm done doing my test, as you guys can see, and remember, I wasn't trying to clean. There was no cleaner in it, just water. You guys can see down in there all the nasty water that we just took out of that carpet with no cleaner. So this machine is going to work so good. I'm going to make extracting so much easier for me. So there you have it. This is the HP120 Grand Prix from Mytee. I forgot to mention, I did put one of those quick disconnect covers on here. The reason they give you this is because this is warm. When you get done, it's hot. So if you need the quick or disconnecting, you don't want to do that under pressure. Make sure all the pressure's off the line. This protects your hand. It's insulated. There's one for this one and there's one for there, but I'm not going to put it on that one because it would make it extra bulky. But that is a nice add-on that I showed earlier that came with the kit. Man, what power. Tons of power. And this isn't even their best machine. This is kind of their, I think this is more their middle of the road machine. But tons of power, more than I've ever had any of the cheap extractors I've ever had before. Nice wide wand. I like that. It's putting out tons of water. I don't know if there's a way to back the pressure down. If anybody knows, let me know. Seems like that's too much water. Maybe not once I get in a car, but it just seems like it puts out a little bit too much water. But even having no cleaner in it, it extracted so much dirt out of that road. That road looks so much better. And that wasn't even the goal. I just wanted to make sure the machine works so I had the time frame if I had to return it. 10 gallons. I can't wait to use this on an actual detail. So many of my customers, when I started asking around when I needed a new extractor, like get a Mytee, get a Mytee, get a Mytee. Carlos Serrano, watched his video. In fact, I asked him about what Mytee vac he had. So like the next day he put a video out on it, which is pretty cool. And it really helps me. Now this isn't as big as the machine as he bought or as big as a machine as a lot of my shops use. But for somebody like me that's only extracting 5 or 6 cars a year, most likely, I want to build that up. This is going to do a great job for me. Is it overkill for me at this point, price-wise? Absolutely. But I've spent probably $700 or $800 just on cheap machines just for them to break in a year or two. Go buy another $200 machine, have it break in a year or two, go buy another $200 machine. This one has replaceable parts. I shouldn't have to worry about that in the future. I'm going to use distilled water on it to keep everything good and clean. And then I do have the system maintainer to maintain the machine. You're supposed to do that every 3 months. That's probably if you're detailing every single day with it. I'll probably do it twice a year just to make sure it stays clean inside. But that's really simple. Tons of power, tons of vacuum power, tons of water. The heater worked great, as you guys saw. It was steaming like crazy. So this is everything that I will ever need, me personally, for the detailing that I do. Absolutely love it. I'll put a link in the description where you can find it at Detail King because that's where I bought it at. I never even heard of that company before until I started searching for Mytee vacs. They had the best prices, even not on sale, the best prices, but they were on sale. This was the best price that I could find throughout the entire internet from what I could see from the Mytee vac. So absolutely love it. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Fat Family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.